Hey y'all, come in. How y'all doing today? I pray y'all doing good. Ooh-wee. Let's get this cooked real quick. Time don't play, do it. Time won't give me time. Pump this up a little bit. I'm gonna get ready to add us some potatoes in here too. And time won't give me time. How y'all doing? We got a little bacon grease in here. And I got real butter. How are y'all doing on today? Just gonna add a little flavoring in here. Okay. Just a little bit. Better than bouillon in there. Yeah, cause we gonna work on this a little bit. Work on it, work on it, work on it. Build that flavor. And then drop those potatoes. Okay? Build the flavor and drop the potatoes. Let's turn it up a little bit more. We moving now. How y'all doing on this blessed day? Let me get my potatoes in and I'll turn around and speak to y'all. Okay? Ooh-wee. Come on in. I said, come on in the room. Aha. Come on in the room. Hey, hey. Jesus is my doctor. And he writes out all my prescription. He's giving me all my medicine in my room. Here I said, come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Hey, Jesus is my doctor. Yeah, he writes out all of my prescription. He gave me all of my medicine in my room. What you know about Jesus, he's alright. What you know about Jesus, he's alright. What you know about Jesus, he's alright. Well, I tried it and he's alright. Payday is coming after a while, but the timing. Payday is coming after a while. We're going to pump it up. We're going to cook these here taters I diced up. And I got them seasoned with some everything green and everything that is everything. It's going to be an everything situation. Hey, how y'all doing? So today I'm going to do what we did when I grew up. I looked in the refrigerator to see what I had to cook. And I had some potatoes. I got 2 more left. It don't take that many. Get your couple. You'll need a good 3 or 4 potatoes. Then after I did that, I said I got a few pork chops that I was going to cook. Because I got to cook this stuff up. I got to get ready to go home. And I went in there, and what did I see? I said, why don't we do some pork chops and fried potatoes and onions, and we can just make us a pork chop sandwich. I could also fry me an egg, have my potatoes on the side, do pork chops, piece of light bread, you know, stuff like that. So I think I'm going to cook these pork chops just a little bit. Then I'm going to put them on a pan and put them in the oven and let them get nice and toasty. How y'all doing? Come on in, sprinkle, and tell a friend. It's so good. Dun, 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 dun. Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. It's so good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. To be loved. Let me sit you right here for a minute so you can see me. And be loved in return. It's the only thing that my heart desires. I appreciate the little things you do. Oh, you're the one that's got me inspired. Keep on lifting me higher. So good. Woo. Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. It's so good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. Verse 2. We gon' build a world of love, a life of joy, and make each other's goals a happiness. I'm gonna do for you anything that I can. Oh, every day I'm gonna do a little more, just a little bit more. So good. Woo. Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. Hey, Mary and Amazing. It's so good. I love you. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. I ain't talking about 70-30, not 60-40. I'm talking about a 50-50 love. Y'all tell Mary and Amazing Catering LLC hello. Marion, I'm doing some quick potatoes. I'm going to do some pork chops. So this is going to be like how we grew up. Now I can turn this into an amazing breakfast if I want to. Scramble me an egg. And, you know, make me some toast. But I think I'm just going to do me a sandwich. I just eat it with the potatoes with some hot sauce. Okay? When you cooking fried potatoes and onions, you don't need a lot of oil. I love you. Yes, I do. Let me show you. When you cooking fried potatoes and onions, don't put a lot of oil. A lot of times we do excessive amounts. And remember, I got a little bacon grease in here, and I mixed it with butter. Why did I cook with butter? Well, because butter cooks fast. Butter breaks down meat. And if it can cook your meat tender and fast, you know it's going to cook your potatoes. And if you see, I don't have to drain these because I ain't got a lot of oil in them. I don't. I'm going to get these nice and going toasted. Yep. Put a little cornstarch on them. Why? Because I wanted them to crunch up a little bit. I got my bell peppers and my onions in here. I didn't want to crunch them, so I softened them first. And when we get through doing this, we're going to transition these over into the oven. And then we're going to cook our potatoes. Because we want them to stay a good consistency. We don't want them just mushy. We want a nice potato, like a breakfast potato, right? Now, I can make a casserole out of this if I want to with the leftovers. I can do so much. I can mix me some hash browns in with these whole potatoes and make a casserole. Let me get this dude off of here, this scammer. He comes back with the same picture. No, ma'am. What's healthier? What should I use? Thank you for telling me what you would do, but just watch me cook. Thank you for being over here. Thank you for being over here. But this is how I choose to cook mine. Hey, Ron Rouse, what you up to? Ron, I thought you said you was gonna call me. I know, Willie. I'm not going there, Willie. I figured out why they doing it and what they doing it and who, you know, who's sending them. So I'm gonna do like Tabitha Brown say, baby, you just have to ignore them. That's all I can tell you. You just have to ignore them. Because this some girl keep picking at Tabitha Brown. Keep on coming for Tabitha. Tabitha said, baby, you just got to ignore him. Mad because she went to the Beyonce concert. Trying to say she ain't saved. How you know? It's by faith through grace. I didn't get saved through you and on your faith. Son is hard-headed. I'm glad you asked. Kelby called me early this morning. Son tried to get in his car and was going to drive up the street to the store. Now, I don't know what is in his head when them doctors told him he can't drive or do nothing. Kelby heard that door, and she called, and she made him turn the car around. Now, when I get through telling him off, you ain't going to hear nothing nice about me for a little while. Because I'm not going to play games with him. Either he want to do right so he can get better. Because he had a serious surgery. You know, they removed his hemorrhoids, and they had to put him to sleep. And he got orders. And he got a... Who the next day you know going to be ready? Who the next day you know going to be ready to get in a car and try to drive place? You ain't going to always be, you're going to regret it. You get older, you'll start feeling the outcome of it. You got to do what they tell you to do while you're young. Because, honey, it'll pay later. I'm not going to go back and forth with nobody. I'm cooked with what I want to cook with. And I want to use olive oil, I'll cook with it. I'm not cooking these with no olive oil. I'm cooking it with bacon, grease, and butter. That's all. I took me a day yesterday because you need to. Thank you, Marion. You need to. It don't hurt you to take a day off from here. This is not my religion. You have to have normalcy in your life. I needed to get me some rest. And that's what I did. Hey, Miss Ganelle Randall. You better do what they tell me to do. Because if not, it pay. I remember I didn't do what they told me to do. I had a setback with my, tried to go back in my hair salon 3 weeks after I had a cesarean. Man, I paid that piper. I paid that price. So what we're going to do, we're about ready, because it don't take long to cook potatoes. So we're going to take these potatoes. I don't have no parchment paper, y'all. I don't have my wax paper and stuff like that. But it's going to be all right. Because I'm going to put these on a cooking sheet. Put them in the oven. They're going to be just so fine. Okay? Going to be just fine. Yeah, you're going to pay that price later. Make sure y'all sprinkle me. That means to share. Hey, Daphne Roby. Hey, Devon Whiting. Thank you so much. Everybody cooks. We don't all cook the same way. We don't all season the same way. I respect people and what they choose to do. But some people just don't know. That's just the problem. That's the biggest problem with your relationships between your daughter-in-laws and your son-in-laws. You got to know when you should tell somebody and advise them how to raise their kids. What you think your daughter-in-law should be doing. You know, whatever your son running over there telling you. He left you and he married her. You know, you going around telling your friends she won't cook, she don't do this. She got her baby clothes too little. That ain't none of your business. If she wanna plait her baby hair tight for the weekend, it's none of your business. And if he chooses to stay with her and eat raw food, it's none of your business. Okay, I cook my stuff the old time way. Alright? And I'm going to get ready to move them over to this pan. And then we're going to start working on our pork chops. Oh, Renita Hall, I don't know what you talking about, baby. I don't know whose business you been in. When your children get married, unless they getting hurt, you stay out of their business. That girl want to raise them kids that way, that's her business. Them is her kids. You done raise your kids. You have to ask yourself, well, if I raise my kids in this way, why are they drawn toward this type of person? Because that's who they like. So, you know, with us, we eat early. I'm going to move these over now. I'm going to turn the heat off. So that I can move them over. Listen, that's all I'm saying. You know, people will tell you in a minute. I think once we figure it out and learn it, things will start to get better. You get better relationships. Better relationships with your daughter-in-law. Because you know why? You realize you can't re-raise her. She is your in-law. She's an in-law. She wasn't raised within your circle. She wasn't raised the way you were raised. But she was raised. And so when you start honoring the way other people are raised, if she want to raise her children not to eat meat, you can't get mad. If she don't want to bring her kids to church, I know they your grandkids and you have offered, but you can't push it. Keep offering. I mean, you know, make it out there. If you want me to bring them to church with me, this is how you do it. You say, you know, I know you don't go to church, but if you don't mind, I'd like to bring them with me. And if she say, oh, I have to think about it, don't go keep calling her. Let her think about it. Let her think about it. Because if you push it, she ain't going to let you bring, she ain't going to never do it. She going to go tell your son, your mama being very pushy concerning how I choose. I don't know how I want to raise my kids. You can't do it. You get too aggressive. Somebody do things different. They don't do it your way. You get mad. You want to justify why you had your opinion. It's just too much going on. We got to bring our families together. We got to heal our land. You get fully depressed watching the news. And people don't know. People get on airplanes and they don't realize how blessed they are. There was a plane that was getting ready to be loaded, Delta. They were about to take off. And the wheel fell off the plane. Yeah, you put a wedge in between you, her. Your son got to choose between you and his wife. And you causing problems. You're going to be the reason why your son starts to feel a different way about you. Because you don't know when to hold up and fold up. You don't know when to realize that you didn't have that child. Yeah, that child got your bloodline, but that's her baby. And she don't want her kids to go to the church. That's hers. Just ask them. And it would be so nice if they say, yeah, go ahead and take them with you. That'll be just fine. But if she tell you, let her think about it. Don't be showing don't be calling her son after you done said something to her. You causing confusion. Let me show y'all these potatoes. I know how to cook. So these potatoes are going to go in the oven just a few minutes. All right? Just a few minutes. They semi-ready. All right? If you're not good with potatoes, cook them semi. See, and Don Jan said, another pilot noticed that the wheel was about to come off. Can you imagine taking off and you didn't know the wheel was about to come off? They could have still took off smooth, but when they landed, that was going to be a rough landing. All right? And this has got bacon grease in it, onions, butter, and bell pepper. Okay? And they ready to go in the oven for a little bit. Keep them neat. You can do a lot. You can prep, honey. If you do them like this and move them real quick, next thing you know, you got enough potatoes to feed 100 people. You done shifted them. That's how they keep moving. I don't sit there fooling with stuff. You in a restaurant, they got to move to the next thing they about to cook, like I'm about to do. And guess what? You got it right. I'm using the same skillet. I don't know who prophesied, but I'm gonna use that same skillet. Because I'm not going to mess my kitchen up. You got it. This day and age, I'm not trying to be smart. I don't know nobody's business. So can't none of y'all get mad at me. But this day and age, you better stay out of people's business. I'm telling y'all something. Y'all sit around here and y'all watch people dog folks out day in and day out. But this stuff is getting off of the internet. People are actually meeting folks in the street. It's breaking up homes. It's causing people to lose stuff. Causing people to have to move. What about you and yours? I don't care what I see on him. I ain't got to talk about everything. I see a lot of stuff in the street. But I don't go up and say nothing. Yeah, they'll get brown. Yes, Kenna. The oven. You can even toast them if you want to. You can stay there with them and brown them just a little bit on broil. And you'll be just fine. You think I'm going to walk up? That's how people get killed, being nosy. That ain't none of my business. I ain't going to get no recorder out. I'll call for you some help. But if he whooping you, you know he going to whoop me. I ain't finna get in it. I can't run over there and stop him from beating your butt. But I'll get you some help. And the first time you tell me, no, don't call the police, then you don't want my help. We might be friends. But you still trying to save that man. I ain't finna get in trouble. You ain't finna get my man arrested to come protect me when you gonna still stay with him. This is a true story one time. My husband's sister was over her first cousin's house. And the first cousin got into it with her husband. And my sister-in-law was trying to protect her cousin. And so the guy, he hit my sister-in-law. She fought him like a man. But the phone call came in to my husband and his brother now and the baby daddy. And they took off. My husband and the baby daddy and somebody else. They took off down there to go beat their boy's butt. So my husband said, Tracy, you're going to probably have to bail me out of jail. Now, I ain't knowing what's going on. Because evidently, they got in touch with him before he came home to the gym. Because my husband used to be at that gym all the time. And the long story short, let's go put that. We got to get the grease hot so I finish talking to y'all. We're going to cook some pork chops. I'm cooking them simple, too. I don't care what you like and how many seasonings. These pork chops going to have salt and pepper. I don't care. I don't care about nobody else's seasonings. I'm going to put a little of mine and salt and pepper. That's all I'm doing. I don't like my pork chops complex. Y'all can put all the stuff y'all want to. I don't like mine. I'm like my mama right there. Leave my pork chop so I can suck my bone. I want to take the pepper and I want to taste the salt. So, to make a long story short, my husband goes down there to revenge his sister. And the first cousin is taken up for the man that she eventually left. She eventually divorced him and everything. But the moral of the story was, y'all down there fighting for somebody that ain't trying to fight for herself. Y'all finna go to jail for somebody because he slapped her and she trying to keep him out of jail. Mind your business. I hate to say that, but that's just a true statement. Mind your business. People getting mad at folks. I don't care who is with who. I do not care who marry who, how long they be with them. Once they married, you ain't in their business. Once they take that sacred vow, you don't have no right to say who they need to be with. That's the problems. Mamas, they married Rosemary Turner. He chose her. You ain't got no right. I was watching, I think it was So Messy. I was watching Married to Medicine. And I know Phaedra is a messy attorney. I know that. That's why they let her go off of Housewives. But I thought it was so messy for Phaedra to invite the ex-wife of the man that Sweetie was finna marry to her bachelorette party. No, I'm not putting no garlic. I'm not putting none of. I'm putting some salt and pepper on these pork chops. I thought that was messy because if it's so wrong for you all. Y'all play innocent, but y'all would let y'all son's girlfriend still come hang out around your house, and he done married somebody else. Now, I can't speak for every man. I can speak for a black man. I don't know about a white man. I ain't never been with one. I can't speak about it. I don't know. I've never dated outside of my race. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I can't speak on what I don't know. I don't know. But I know about a black man. And I know for doggone sure, ain't nobody ex. Nobody's ex. Won't nobody eat that day. If you think that you finna let that ex come over there, ain't nobody gonna eat that day. Cause her husband gonna show out. And you better not ask him to do nothing for you ever again. I don't care how many times you say, well, he a friend of the family. Not in my world. That was so messy. If your child done chose somebody, whether they married to him or not, you don't have no right. Now, my brother ain't married. Let me explain this. My brother ain't married. And to my understanding, neither one of them ain't dating. But at the same time, that's for him to explain to them, look, me, this girl been in this family so long, and her and my mama good friends, and my sisters and them, and, you know, I got an ex that still come. You know, she's still with us, not for the rock, but she in the church with us. She's Pentecostal. She ain't looking at me, I ain't looking at her. You know, we cordial. But I'm talking about when you sitting around him still wanting him to marry Patty, and he done married Mia. That's wrong. You can't keep wanting him to be with Patty. Now, Patty ain't around there for the right reason. Now, I don't know why Quad needed to come to Sweetie's baby shower. Now, see, they finna kick Quad off. They done got a petition. Now, Quad can't be on Married to Medicine. See, that's why I don't play with people. She done helped get Phaedra on Married to Medicine. And now Phaedra with the crew is trying to get rid of Quad. I'm trying to tell y'all. Sometimes I told y'all the story about that woman. She actually helped a person get bonded out of prison. She bonded out her killer because he killed her and her children. Sometimes y'all invite people in your life that come to destroy you. Their whole mission is to get even with you. Now, Quad got Phaedra on Married to Medicine. Phaedra ain't even dating nobody right now. That's a doctor. And the same person that convinced them to let her come on Married to Medicine, she decided to go against Quad. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all better wake up and breathe. Y'all better wake up and breathe. I'm trying to tell y'all. Some of y'all are opening y'all lives right now to people that's going to hurt you later. You making yourself vulnerable and accessible. The enemy is pulling you into gossip and confusion. Some of y'all ain't never done some of the things y'all doing. Y'all sit around here and come and be mean to content creators that other content creators don't like. What they do to you? Let me tell you something. There ain't nobody in this world that's got a life that you can't find something on their life. It ain't. It's something you ain't proud of. It's something. But I ain't never seen people losing jobs because you can't quit watching somebody you don't like. I watch my meat. I got 2 in the skillet. They big, so these are your ends. These are your pork chop ends. When I get through washing my pork chops like I'm rinsing them now, you can feel the grit. Some people don't. But see, I leave my meat in one area. Then I'm going to take it and pat it dry and season it. And then I'll clean this sink. Cross-contamination is when you moving stuff from one place to another. No, you got a meat station. Have you ever sold a house to like people from India? You have to give them 4 sinks. They don't cross-contaminate. They will not work with their vegetables in the same sink. They cook their meat in. I'm patting them dry. Okay, I'm adding some salt and pepper. See, and the next step is I'm gonna put it in a bowl. So I'm not cross-contamination. I'm working right where I'm working. I'm gonna put my pepper on it. And then I'm gonna put it in a bowl with the flour. But you gotta clean your stuff up. I gotta call and check on Miss Nancy Brown. I think I got a little pee on that one. That's why you get them thick panties. Because when you get older, when you cough, you'll pee. It's that muscle. Cough hard enough, that pee with the phlegm. And you be like, Lord Jesus, I done peed. That's why you got to get them panties that's got that thick stuff in it. It don't mean you still ain't pissy or nothing. But it'll hold you. Then I'm going to put some clean streak in here. With your little bleach or whatever. You know. Clean your area. Okay? Then you'll wipe it out with another rag. I worked in the same place, in the same station. You understand? We're gonna get back over here. Make sure y'all sprinkle. And then I will clean my sink out. But see, that was just that one right there, and then I'm gonna have to go in there before I leave out of here and wipe up. Cause that straight was a pea one. But now, if you might have to get some depends if you coughing too hard. I don't know how much it's gonna hold. But I don't cook my meat. I use, look, how long I done had this same cooking oil? I reuse my oil, and I don't drench my food. I like the flavor to cook into my meat. Like I'm gonna put some I'm gonna put some more pepper on this pork chop right here. You pull no punch. No, I just tell the truth. You can cough so hard you pee. When you get older, our muscle get weak in there. We can't grip no pee. Y'all know good and well our bladders be done drop, need to be tapped. You coughing. I don't know who. Never mind. Let me just focus on cooking. Because y'all, no, none of y'all leak. I'm just a leaker. There's a leak in my little bladder, and I have to wear thick pants. I have to buy those thick panties. Ooh, I have to buy those pants. My little bladder, if I cough too hard, will leak. But I got on some good thick girl panties. I got a panties that's got a built-in pad panty liner. Hey, I'm getting a little pissy. I'm moving on. I gotta go home and take a wash. I'm moving on. Mama. I sleep 3 times. I'm moving on. I'm a little pissy. I'm a little pissy. I'm a little pissy. I'm moving on. I'm moving. I cough too hard. I got a little piss down my leg. But anyway, that's just me. Those potatoes are coming along. right? Give me a little hot sauce and a little mustard. I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to understand. We getting old. And your muscles and your body get weaker. And you don't have that grip. Just like when you don't have so many children, you have to go get that little thing. Hey, sweet mama, cook. Hey, I like that name. You know, I get a little pissy. That's all it is. They call it fishy. It ain't fish, it's fish. We get pissy. We pissy animals because we closed in. They get pissy too. They can get salty too. We all get salty. That's not what I was saying, but I did cough. And I already know I didn't have to share it, but it just came out. I know I didn't have to tell it. I didn't have to advertise. But I did. I mean, chew the pepper. You gotta be prepared. You panting not wearing sales. I do too. I love not to wear them too. But you gotta watch. You gotta make sure. I saw that woman talking about she don't use no soap. And I could understand what she was saying. But she don't use soap, but she do use a astringent to help with her body odor. She used lemons and limes and oranges. So basically, she washed her body in citrus. And so, I know a lot of people was telling her, oh no, you don't bathe with soap. You don't use deodorant. She said, I use deodorant. I don't use none that's got the aluminum in it. Well, I was talking to my doctor. My doctor said, well, she's actually right. We ain't supposed to put no soap inside. Not on the inside, we ain't. Hold on. I know some of y'all, I use some, so you throw it on me. I use some, but don't start with me. Y'all be done work for it. Y'all be done calling him a resource. I didn't put no buttermilk on these toast today. I didn't do all that. They're gonna be simple timing. All right. Just get my container together. Yeah, the older you get, your muscle get weak. I don't care. Some people go get surgery. Let me turn around so you see my coach out. Some people go get surgery to tighten up their muscles and to tighten up that skin and our little lips, you know, because it can get stretched, depending on it. You got your good old African or somebody. Somebody will put it like, depending on how much you have to use it. You know, you knew he was like that before you married him, so. But we don't have the ability sometimes to grip. And you can make you a citrus bath, and you can bathe with soap everywhere, but they said don't put it on the inside of you. Kelby came in while you on, and I missed her. How is son doing? Oh, Kelby on now? Son doing good. He just been hard-headed. Son won't. Kelby said she caught him trying to leave the house. And she told into him, honey, you think I'm bad? You ought to, she the one to ride him like a horse. She'll tear son to pieces when he don't do right. And so we got this, Tanya, we got some potatoes in the oven too. I had done them on the stove a little bit. And then I'm finishing them up in the oven. Almost ready. Got a little bite. Almost. Sometimes you just want them, like how you grew up. I don't want them deep fried. I want them cooked in a skillet, like my mama did. That's what I want. Just a good old, simple salmon pork chop. You know what, Teresa Man Miles, what you up to? Hey, Nikisha says. Let me tell you something, son. She's so hard-headed. Kelly got an event this weekend. Son ain't supposed to do nothing for a week, and he tried to drive today. And the thing what gets me with him is he don't take in consideration. If he don't do right, it's us that's got to take care of him. He don't take it in consideration. He said they not working yesterday. Oh, they working. Nikisha, y'all don't understand. It takes a lot to knock my son down. My son wants stuff to make him fall out. Everything ain't designed to make you fall out. They just trying to take the pain. Son thinks, I need to just sleep. No, you can sit up, you can watch TV and everything. These are called end pieces. Okay? So let's go ahead and drop a few more. Remember what I told y'all. Let me turn you down. Anytime, because I'm not finna clean this little grease, but anytime you got crumbs, when you cook, you have to flip your meat time you put it in. Okay? Because it's going to grab hold to them crumbs and look like it's cooking. It's already brown. And you'll think your meat done. Your meat ain't done. It's grabbing hold to the kernels on the bottom. So you have to get in him, like I just did. Just flip it a couple of times. And then it'll start realizing, oh, okay, flip this. Go ahead and flip it. Yep. You might say, it ain't time to flip. Yep, wait till I flip it. Flip it so it don't grab all those little crunchy kernels. If you don't, it'll start grabbing kernels. We're going to flip it again. Just a minute. It ain't nothing but a sponge. It's going to grab hold to it if you don't flip it for new flour to get in there. What happens is that flour will start falling off the new flour and it will adhere to it. But when you start off, you got to flip it a couple of times because you got old crumbs at the bottom. So stay with your meat. And these are called end cuts. If you ever, my mama used to get center cut or end cuts because she wanted it to be one big pork chop. You know, you got the good fat in this. If you like fatty pork, you got the fat in this. You going to stem. I don't know what stem mean, baby. You have to break that down for me. I might be out the loop on that. I don't know what the word stem means. Only turn it again. Because you want to get a nice even cook. It's going to start. You're going to get your right crunch. But them ends, baby, they got that good meat, that good fat, that good crunch. All on there. Then after a while, you know, when you realize it's going to take off now, it ain't going to just grab hold and burn. Then you can do some more stuff. Anytime. Because the residue at the bottom want to grab hold first. So if you split, you see what I just did? So you have to, you know, this will make some good gravy. Because it's already brown. Stay with it a little bit. Keep your temperature going. See it. Okay. Stay with it. It's doing good. See how them crumbs will want to come on now? Stay with it. I'm really watching this piece. I'm going to shift it over. I don't know why this piece want to catch no crumbs. Okay. It's going to start to do its browning. See, I'm going to have to flip this one more time. Because if I don't, it's going to cook too fast. Okay. And I ought to be good for it to start really cooking and browning now. Hey, 813 of y'all. How y'all doing today? My favorite part is the end. I love me to have a little fat in mine when I shake that hot sauce in. I like to eat the bone. Get that good old bone. This right here drive you crazy. This part of that bone right there. Ooh, wait, on that end. It's the one that make a L. Ooh, that'll drive you crazy. Oh, Miss Barbara, well, I hope you okay. Miss Barbara, you want me to call you? Send me your number. You got to answer the phone. I think I called you a couple of times, didn't I? Hold on, one more time, Jean. Now it'll be good for it to start doing what it's going to do. That bone, baby. Don't let it. You want that pepper on that bone. Look, you got to put that pepper right there. Yep, you're going to put it everywhere, but make sure you put it on the bone part. Oh, my God. And you know you got to have some pepper in your pork chop. Something ain't right if you don't. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Vicky LeGrand. I don't know what's going on, baby. Is Marion still on here? Yeah, your bladder and everything can get weak. Folks have to go get their bladders tapped. I'm glad Barbara's okay. I like the pork chop. It's called the end cut if you didn't know. You can get a center cut, you can get an end cut. The end is going to have that nice hunk of fat. It's going to have that bone that you want. It's going to have this good old bone. It's going to have that good old bone. It's almost like you're getting a whole center cut with the end. That's your end. Baby. I cook end cuts today. Hey, The Right Bling by Lisa. When I see content creators, I acknowledge them. Some see you and they don't. I don't know why not. Mark is paying everybody. People going to patronize who they patronize. They're going to watch who they watch. But let me ask y'all a question. Please just watch. Don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in stuff. Just watch. Because some of y'all got stuff so personal and you ain't got a thing to do with it. You can watch me. And you can watch somebody that don't like me. But you don't have to come pick at me for them. Your blood pressure, say you got blood pressure problems. Yeah, everybody can't eat pork. Man, you know what? I better quit playing around eating. Because you know what? Y'all won't believe what I'm about to tell y'all. But the thing that can kill us is what we made of mostly. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do Bible study because I didn't do it yesterday. The thing that can kill us, we made mostly of it. It's found in everything. It's found in the air. It's found in the earth. It's found in your body. It's found in diamonds. It's found everywhere. But it's according to how it's used. Do anybody know what I'm talking about? See, y'all don't understand. Dr. Seeley and Miles Monroe was teaching us. And all of a sudden, both of them ended up dying. There's some things, like in the Bible, some tribes wasn't allowed to eat certain things. Some of y'all don't understand. Your blood type won't allow you to eat. Y'all, Why I didn't become a doctor? Because right now, they don't want you to know that diabetes ain't got nothing to do with no cake. It's not really sugar. Diabetes, again, like I told y'all the other day, you got pancreas problems. Your pancreas is not producing enough insulin. It's not doing what it needs to do. And I don't care how skinny you get. I don't care if you don't eat one carb. You still got issues with your diabetes. Yes, weight gain and all that kind of stuff don't make it better. But you can be a juvenile diabetic. You can be here running around 5 years old and having that be shot for diabetes. I just seen on the news, they just gave dialysis to a baby that's 6 months old. The youngest patient to ever get dialysis. It was on the news. That baby's body is not, something is not right. They trying to keep that baby alive. Did y'all see it on the news? So your body becomes insulin resistant, but it's because of your pancreas. Your pancreas is not doing what it needs to do. But when we grew up, we called everything sugar, because that's what our grandparents called it. Oh, she got the sugar. Girl, you know you don't need no cake because you got the sugar. They didn't understand what it, and to this day they could treat the pancreas. Thank you for the star. Thank you, Mother Laura Jones. Dropped them $10 on me just like that. I appreciate it, because now Mother Laura be done put me something in the mail. But honey, I love y'all for what you have done in the past. There are times you could do, and things bring about a change. Vinegar ain't gonna help. You can soak your stuff in vinegar. I put vinegar in my pig feet. If you can't have pork, you can't have it. Get your you need to get well, you need to get an allergy test. I was having headaches, and I realized as much as I love hot dogs and I love bologna, I can have them, but I can't have them a lot. You notice when my husband kept fixing them hot dogs, I love hot dogs. But I ate that one hot dog and told Avery, take that other hot dog in there. Because it was the nutrients in them was giving me a headache. Okay? I'm not saying you don't like them. I ain't being disrespectful at all. We're going to get this last pork chop out of him. But I wish y'all do research and realize that this got a lot to do. That's just like you think about it. When people have that gastric bypass, a lot of them end up having to have the gallbladder removed. Okay. I got one skillet to clean. My kitchen is clean. I got to clean that bowl. You don't have to mess up to have a good meal. This is a good meal for me. And then I'll get some. I got to let that grease cool off. Ain't nothing I can do right there. But let that grease cool off. Some stuff we just genetically, we can't have it. You think about it. You skinny, everything. But diabetes run in your family. Why? Because there is something genetically attached to you through your DNA and your blood that runs genetically through the family. People don't want to believe in the fact that when you read the Bible, it gives you a rundown of who begot who. And the reason why, you need to know what's in your lineage. You need to know where you come from. You need to understand everybody don't eat the same. Did you know I had a lady fix me some tamales? Now, most tamales are made out of cornmeal, but this lady's was made out of some type of flour. But she's from Guatemala, so they do them a little different than they do them in Mexico. So, just the same way, you go to Africa, they don't all cook the same. They don't make their fufu the same. Just because they from Africa, they don't all cook the same. You can't say people up north can't cook Southern. Some of them can cook Southern very well, because their mom and daddy still cook Southern style food. You can't say, oh, no, they from up north. Let me show you these potatoes. They ain't from the south. They don't know what time it is. Yes, they do. It's in your DNA, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. See, these are crunchy. They ready. They good to go. Tender. Look at that. Look at that. Look, I stuck my fork in it. Turn it around. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good, good. Pork chop. Got my salmon. What's up? Take over with Flo. I love you. We talking about it's in your DNA, Flo. Some stuff we don't even ask for. And we dealing with it. Because it's running through my DNA. We're talking about staying in your own lane. I cut these potatoes up. I used 4 little potatoes. 1 big one and 3 little ones. I got 1 skillet to wash. And 1 bowl. My kitchen is clean. Hold on, let me empty this. I love you too. You know, the other day, Flo, we was talking about cheat. I said, we all have cheated. We get scared of the word cheat. And we made, I thought it was comical because I said, when we cheat, we cheated Ryan. So they went out of business because everybody couldn't eat for free. All your kids that was 6 and 7 was 4. We took pictures with older meals and we never had a mind to buy them. We went there to the blue light special and put everything on layaway and didn't get them off. And now you cause them to have to close Kmart. We're talking about how we even cheat ourselves in life. Our potential, what we can be and who we are, where we going. And we get to a crossroads where we have to realize, I got so much going on with me. I need to mind my business. Can you focus on you? Don't cause friction. Because that ain't the girl you wanted your son to marry. Well, something about him made him want to marry. It's an experience. He got to learn it. He wants to marry. Stay out of it. He'll figure it out. Don't be so quick to go over there and bail him out of everything. And you dead wrong if you got his old girlfriend hanging around your house with the intentions that hopefully he'll leave his wife and they get back together. You a part taker. You wrong on that now. I'm going to fix my plate. I'm going to wash my bowl out. Because I don't like my kitchen messed up. And I like to sit down. I'm just like y'all. When I eat or whatever, I got to leave out the house in a little bit. I want to sit down and enjoy it. I don't get full and then be too tired to get up to go. Dollar Tree bowls are so cheap. They ain't like they used to be. You used to could get a good bowl from the Dollar Tree. These bowls so flimsy now. I like to enjoy my meal. I like to put a little hot sauce on my pork chop. A little mustard. That's how I like to do things. I clean as I cook. Hey, Icy, I like that name. Icy John. Miss Icy, is you hot? But you wrong. He chose to marry. I could have made some good old homemade biscuits. I could have made some gravy. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it easy. And I'm going to use these potatoes. And I'm finna fix me a plate. Now, I'm not plating for you like it's something fancy. I can't plate this to be. What you want me to do? Mess up all my dishes? It's a pork chop. And give me a piece of light bread. I'm gonna put me some mustard on here. Hold on 1 second. Hi, Flo. I can't eat though. Now, if I was making a sandwich, I could, Flo. Flo, I can't do them onions like you. I like them, but unless I got some pinto beans or white beans, Flo, I can't eat an onion raw. I just can't. I got me 1 piece of light bread. Your son is doing good. Thank y'all for asking. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. He's probably going to come on. I might need to get that. I need to get that one that was almost cooled off, so I don't burn my mouth. I'll get this one. Because this one's so hot. With that grease. I don't know. That's why you don't know what you're eating. I'm going to get the real hot one. Son will probably come on later. He'll probably come on later. Put that hot sauce on there like that. I like my hot sauce on mine. Let me show you the potatoes. Put a little potatoes. Yes, son, he tried to leave out the house today, and I don't know what made him do that, but Kelby got him. And then on top of that, you know, you could put you some sour cream on here if you wanted to. Sprinkle a little fresh bacon bits, because I did use bacon. Now that's how I like mine. Hold on 1 second. You know, you do yours how you like them. That's what I'm talking about. Right on, though. That's how I eat mine. That's just going to be fine for me. Simple. I'm done. And how much would I have to go to town and pay to eat lunch? Lord bless it and stretch it. And I picked that light bread up just like your grandma did. That light bread. Mm-hmm. 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 And I love my mustard. I like mustard only. I don't do ketchup on my hot dog, and I don't do ketchup on my hamburger. That's not fair. But I do mustard. And it's good. And I'm on, so you can take that, that's the end piece. You can break it. That's the end piece. That piece of bread. Now that's how I grew up. Now I could have put eggs. I could have made some toast. But this is how I grew up. Mama tell you to get in there and get your meat and your potatoes. So we had meat and potato. Yeah, some people put onion, pickle. Some people put mayonnaise. And you want that bone. That's the best part. I want another whole shot. This is the end. But everybody can't eat pork. It's some pork I can't eat. Did y'all know when I eat pig feet, pigtails, and ribs, I get hot flashes? I don't know what it is. But if I eat certain pork, I get hot flashes. Oh, okay. What time is it in California? This the best part, this bone. Yeah, I don't need but one piece of bread, cause I still got good. I don't have to have a sandwich now. That's just gristle. Well, we had potatoes when we didn't have nothing else. You could go to the field and pick a potato. Dig it out the dirt. Some places they grew wild. So it's 1:10 my time? Oh, really? Look at that. For we 3 hours. Oh, wait. Yep. We 3 hours behind. 3 hours ahead of California. I see, that's what all that pepper was. I can suck on this for a while. I'm going to come back to them. Right there. Hey, Christopher O'Neill Mathis. CO. You know. Yeah, Kentucky is an hour behind us. Man, you know I didn't know Eastern Kentucky. Is anybody from Eastern Kentucky on here? Anybody from Eastern Kentucky? And it's good. Yeah, that's what I got. The bone-in Julie Crow. Yeah, Las Vegas is still on California time. I didn't know in 2022 that Eastern Kentucky flooded like it did. I just watched a documentary. Those poor people lost everything. But the way folks came to their rescue and brought food and took care of them, it was amazing love. Them people up in the mountains know how to take care of each other. That mountain time. It was like they had a storm. It was raining. And their river, it crested. And it flooded their whole place. Them people lost everything. Everything. That was I just seen the documentary on YouTube. I don't know how I didn't know. That was just in, it was just in 2022. Whoo, y'all. I got full. That's the best part. Huh? I don't know. That's what I did yesterday. I watched documentary. And then you can use it for a toolkit. I live in Western Virginia. We have a song, the West Virginia Hills, a magic and how grand. I love the man's season changes, leaves changing. You know what? I read a lot about West Virginia too. I was watching a documentary how they did those people up there in West Virginia, them Appalachians and the mining people. How they got them hooked on pain pill. How a lot of the places moved out of town, took their business, and left those people with nothing. Some people got to drive almost an hour to go to a Walmart. And the people love where they live. They don't want change to come. I watched the Wit Takers. Why am I sitting here eating this bone like this for y'all? Yeah, I watched that documentary. They got one on Netflix. The pharmaceutical people, they targeted West Virginia to try Percocets on and Oxycontin. They were giving them people that medicine left and right. Them people had been injured in the mind. A lot of back problems, like me. Yeah, I was just seeing that I'm going to do my best to come to Bible study today. I'm going to try to have it at 4:30. So I can be out the way. The whip takers love the way they live. You don't have to feel sorry for them. That man trying to get them a house, they like what they say. I take Oxycontin, but I keep myself on the timeline. And I do not take and abuse mine. I was up the other night hurting, but I wouldn't take no Oxycontin. I took a Tittle. Some people have an abusive gene. Some people have an addictive gene. I know ain't no meat on here, but it tastes so good. It's the bone. Some people get addicted of everything. Moderation. And I ain't on no 15s and 20s and 30s. They keep me between a 5 and a 10. And that's it. I go to my pain management and everything. That's what I'm on, Percocets. But Percocets is in the Oxycontin family. Did you know that? Yeah, you can get addicted. If you like, when I take my first set of medicine in the morning, it make me so loopy. But I take it on an empty stomach. But I tell Willie all the time, once I take the first set, the last set I take, it don't do me like that. And I don't like feeling dizzy. And I don't like feeling out of it. And Willie and them can tell you I got up and moved around. I watched a documentary on the Whip Takers. Their incest and their family is the reason why they're... I know it. I know it. What can you do? They were raised that way. They inbred it. It happened a lot back then. Those are not no young people. Folks have babies by their uncles and cousins and everything. Especially up in the Appalachians. They were poor. Wasn't nobody fooling with them. Now, 2 of them got married, but they got divorced. 2 of the brothers ended up marrying. They show their whole family history. This ain't nothing but a bone now. But I ain't finna throw it away. Before I throw it away, I get off this live because I like to suck my bone. It's starting to taste real good. All that pepper. I'll be done in a minute. I'm just getting this bone like I like it. Like some people suck their finger all the days of their lives. They got to suck something. I suck my jaw. This so good. Why do the bone taste this good? I guess it's in the bone, ain't it? I got all the pork chop. I don't want to know. I don't want no more meat. I'm done eating. Go drink me some water. Okay. Y'all know y'all mama used to do this. And y'all grandmama. Suck the life off that bone. You be sitting on the porch with them. And like, look up Linda Ann Wesson. What she do, Calvin? Linda Ann Wesson. Calvin, is that the girl and boy thing that you sent me? Where she had left and he said she was missing and she came back home? Girl, get somewhere and get your life. Worried about greedy on TV. And you look greedy too. You look like me and you went to eat at Ryan's buffet. Don't come over here messing with me, you somebody mama. You better go on somewhere. Looking like you just sit around and take your children's food stamps. You better find somebody else to play with. Because I'm not going to sit around here and take it. Take your time. Look at your profile picture. And you're going to tell me I look greedy. Well, you's greedy too. You want to ride together to go see Dr. Now? You greedy too. Dean Calvin, is that what she did? She can ride with me to go see Dr. Now. She don't need to talk about nobody. That picture looked like she didn't even put her depends on. She need to come get this other bone and get somewhere and eat on it. That's why I tell you to mind your business. That's a good example. That's why people they ain't got no good relationship with their daughter-in-law. She ain't got no good relationship with her daughter-in-law. She don't know how to shut up. She need to go watch somebody else that don't like to suck bones. I ain't the one. I got 600-something people left on her. And it ain't because of her. They watching me. But I'm going to be good. I'm going to be now. Mind your business and you'll get far. Now let me give y'all the answer because y'all didn't never give me the answer. The answer that I gave y'all, I said, what's in all of us that can kill us? But it's found in the air. It's found in the ground. It's found in the ocean. The answer is carbon. I'm gonna throw my stuff away. Carbon. Carbon. Carbon is found in all of us. And I'm going to teach this in Bible study, so I'm only going to go on the outline. Carbon is found in the air. Carbon is found in the water, in the oceans. Carbon is found, and where carbon is found, it is used in different forms. But carbon is the main ingredient that make a diamond. What's in you? You are already a diamond. Let me just break it down. You are already a diamond. Diamonds are made from the pressure where carbon, which is what they are before they become a dime, begins to get pressure and heat applied. And when they come through, they crystallize themselves. And they lodge in between people. And they mass produce or connect to other elements like rock and granite and things. And when they come through the heat and the pressure, you call them a diamond. That's what you are. You are a carbon. You're full of it. That's why we got carbon dioxide detectors. We breathe in oxygen, but when we release, what do we release? Carbon dioxide. But you got to go through pressure. Just viewed her profile. She should be humble and respectfully be peaceful and celebrate her son as she's posted in the anniversary of the death 12 hours ago. See, she want to take her frustration out on me, and I didn't even know her son. God rest his soul. But let me go ahead and give you a little bit of this science that I know. I did anatomy and physiology for a little bit. Let me break this down. So when you breathe in oxygen, you breathing in something that can help you release carbon dioxide. It's oxided because it's not hit the air of the oxygen. But it's carbon first. Okay? When you look at your life, You don't even realize what you are. You're a diamond, but you have yet to go through pressure and some heat and come out and have people around you that will see you. See, a diamond is nothing if it can't connect to other elements, at least 4. Then over a period of time, when the pressure is released off of it, when the heat is released, it will float up to the surface. It will float up. It'll come. A lot of it is found around volcanoes. A lot of the most diamonds are found in Africa, South Africa, China, Russia. And ain't it amazing that those are the people that have decided to form this thing to destroy America? South Africa, China, Russia. It's called BRICS. BRICS. The people that's trying to come against your land. But the pressure has got to get on us. We got to get together because we're falling apart. Y'all know I'm about to do my song. I'm about to rap. Y'all know I'm finna do it. Self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction. What do you mean? Because what you're doing will hurt you and the selves that's inside of you. That means your children, your children's children. You can either create generational wealth of you, or you can breed poverty. You can breed failure. You can get in your head you can't make it. You can actually be a hypochondriac and tell yourself something till you believe it. That's what a hypochondriac does. Anything somebody else got, they got it. They're going to look it up. They start having the symptoms. Even though they're not, it's an illusion. And so some people have to break away from their family. Because when I'm around you, you make me feel like I ain't got nothing. When I'm around you, you talk defeated. You make me feel defeated. When I'm with you, I wonder why people do stop, laugh, and smile at us when I'm with you. I forget the word. But that's the song. Y'all remember that song? When I'm with you, I wonder why people do laugh and smile and stare at us when I'm with you. The sun shines again. Y'all remember that song? When I'm with you. So what I'm simply trying to tell you is you have everything to be a diamond. Everything that a diamond is made out of, so are you. The problem is that instead of applying pressure where we need to apply it, and instead of coming together as units like a diamond enlarges itself. It's just carbon. The carbon gets stuck between pressure and heat. It gets stuck between the earth where pressure and heat is. The carbon, which you got in you, gets stuck. It's carbon. You can't see it. You don't know you're releasing it. It gets stuck. But once it gets stuck between people that can help you get out your rut. Some of y'all connected to people that ain't going to help you get out your rut. Some of y'all going to move so fast and you won't end up being no diamond. But you'll just end up being some form of granite that's lodged between a rock that has no value because it didn't go through pressure points. It didn't get heated up enough. It's got to go through, say, like 1,000 Celsius of heat. And when it finally gets to its own place to stand on its own, when that diamond can stand on its own, then it floats up. And we're able to retrieve it. Because some of it is too deep for us to go. Too much pressure for this body to go digging all the way down in the sea where the diamonds is. It's too much danger down there. So we have to wait for the diamond to shift. It do this. It comes through the rocks. Let me go. Let me go now, Granny. Let me go. Then we go bolters. And the next thing you know, it's where we can get it. It's where we can see it. It's done been dirty. It's been full of sand. Wasn't nobody even paying attention. That diamond been in your backyard all that time. You built your house. And you didn't even realize that underneath your house is a stream. And some of the small diamonds worked its way through big parts and gathered in a small little riverbank, in a small little stream. Oh yeah, same way with gold. Yeah, it forms from pressure. You are a diamond. You just ain't been through nothing to realize it. You ain't got with nobody to help build you up. You ain't got with nobody to tell you can make it. You ain't got with nobody to say, well, let's start. Let's not talk about Earl. He used to beat your butt, but we gonna pray for him. Let's get your life together. Let's not dog them kids. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Quit dogging them kids' daddy out in front of them. He did it. They love him. You through with him. Let's get your life back together. Come on, get with me and get with Winter and get with Cheryl and Rachel, and we gonna help lodge between us now, because you finna get some pressure on your neck. Lodge between us. Hold on. And then you're gonna feel some heat. There gonna be some days everybody on you. Everybody don't like you. Everybody gonna come for you. Everything gonna go wrong. But hold on. Remember, you lodge between some granite, and you lodge between some rock, and you lodge between some sand, and pressure is on you. But if you just hold on in there, we taking who you are, that carbon, that thing that nobody was seeing, that person nobody saw, and we gonna take you. And when we get through and that pressure's on you, and you getting hot, you can't take it, all of a sudden you're gonna crystallize. Yeah, glory. I got to get off of this page. You're going to crystallize. And you're going to come up out of it. But right now you got heat. You fighting against what's trying to form you. You don't like the fact that how in the world that this carbon get caught between this pressure of this rock and this sand and this granite. And now I got heat. I got heat coming from underneath the earth, from the volcanoes, and I got to sit here and take it, and I'm just carbon. Carbon is found in the water. You look over there at some of your friends that's in the same water you in, but they ain't in the pressure, and you be like, how did I get in this pressure point? They ain't supposed to be no diamonds. They ain't diamond material. You diamond material. That's why you went through. That's why people won't support you. You're only as big as... I don't know what you do for a living, right, Bling by Lisa. But you're only big as those that choose to patronize you. You're only big, and that's the saddest thing. Because when I was reading about a diamond, and I was studying this thing, I realized the diamond didn't go and lodge between other diamonds that hadn't been found yet. They couldn't help them. Your own can't help you. You get no honor and glory amongst your own. Your own can't help you, Rosemary. If I keep staying over here across the track, I'm going to start thinking like them. I got a great one that lives inside of me. I can't roll. If I keep hanging around them, I'm going to start acting like them. If I keep saying I can't make it, Taranell, I ain't going to make it. If I keep thinking my life is stuck here, if I see my life is stuck, then I can't keep staying. Now I can thrive. Carbon thrives in all conditions. It's in you. You release it. It's in the air. But you can't trap it, because then it becomes carbon dioxide. It still got to have enough filtration to flow in and flow out. I can't run this gas. See, gas, people that cook with gas, you got to worry about radon gas. You got to worry about gas. You got to worry that gas releases carbon. So you got to make sure it's flowing in and it's flowing out. If not, I'm stuck. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to break it all the way down, because I'm supposed to be saving it for 4:30. How many times? 4:30. 4:30. But see, it's a diamond in all of you. You just might be a diamond in the rough. I know y'all don't want to write it. But can y'all just, everybody take time and write DR for me? Diamond rough. Diamond in the rough. DR. Diamond in the rough. You can put DR if you want to. But diamond in the rough. And I know some of y'all thought, well, I guess I'm one of them that wasn't going to be a diamond child. I'm 65 years old. What I wanted to do now, honey, I'm too old to do it. The devil is a lie, and he smell like boo-boo, and he burnt his own grits. Use a DR. Just like I tell people that ESD, LESD, use a DR. And just because it came later in life, it didn't come when you want it, but it's coming. You ain't even stopped to think. I'm taking every little step, every little move I make. I'm sitting up here achieving things that I thought never would be. It didn't come when I wanted, and I'm glad it didn't come when I wanted it. Because had it come, I wouldn't have appreciated it. I wouldn't have known what to do with it. No, I had to go through some stuff. Pressure points. Some people want stuff so quick. They want everything they see somebody else. They don't even know all the hell somebody went through. They don't know it. They seeing a one-sided story. You want Billy Mack so bad, you can have Billy Mack. But when she get him, she gonna find out he got fungus on his feet. She can have Billy Mack. When I found Billy Mack, when Billy Mack found me, I wasn't chasing Billy Mack. And I'm not going to chase him to keep him. And Billy Mack done with me, he need to tell me. Me and you don't have to argue. We ain't got to get out here and fight. We ain't got to show out. See, that's the problem with women. Some women, I understand, because they coming for your man. If one woman picking at you about your man, that might be that one woman. But if every time you turn around, somebody talking about what your husband doing, that ain't that woman, that's your husband not knowing his place. That's your husband. So I don't need to talk to you. We don't need to have no conversation. I need to talk to Billy Ray. Because see, I got to lodge myself to somebody that's going to get me out of him. I don't regret marrying him. I don't regret having his kids. But he ain't for my future. He can't build me into this diamond. I got some pressure on me. I got children to take care of. My pressure points is my children. I got to lodge myself in reality. I got to get with some people that I know. The days I may not want to bathe myself. Listen, let me tell you something. I had to bathe some of my friends before. I've had to bathe my cousin, sister, friend. I wasn't worried about it. You get in life, my husband done had to bathe me. My back cut open. You don't have no pride, but you got to lodge yourself with somebody that's willing to help you get. Let me get me a coconut water. Where you going? Hold on 1 second. Somebody that's willing to, y'all know I like my coconut water. Somebody that's willing to work and get you to that point. You got lodged between something, but it wasn't the right thing. Now we got to get you to a point to where with God, my kinfolk won't buy from me. I'm talking to you on the right lane. They go buy from other paparazzi. They don't come in on my Facebook page. I've been selling it. The church people wearing it, but they won't buy it from me. I bake cakes, but they won't buy them from me. I cater, but they call other caterers. They won't let me. Lord, I don't know. You know, the people around here won't patronize me. I sell houses, but Lord, they won't buy them from me. It's public record. I know what each and every one of them paid for. Lord, 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 I do have, but they won't come let me do their hair. Yeah, you see, I'm a doctor, but they won't let me be their doctor. Yeah, that I don't get no honor and glory amongst my own people. God said, I'm finna put some pressure on you now. And I'm finna lodge you in a place to turn you into a diamond. But it's gonna get heated, and there's gonna be pressure. There's people gonna talk about you. There's people that ain't gonna like you. There's people that ain't gonna speak to you. Because I'm about to give it to you, Tracy. I'm about to turn you into a diamond. for everybody to see. You remember your family rejected you. Remember, they don't support you. You don't have to call them out. But when they see you in this movie, when they see you, what all God got for you, you're not going to feel bad. But I'm going to put you between people that's going to help you elevate. That's going to help you come out. Because see, a diamond can be stuck. A diamond is a diamond. But until somebody find it, it's stuck. So God was like, I'm not just going to let you be a diamond hidden in the bottom of the ocean, a large between some granite. But when I get through with you, I'm going to shift you. And I'm going to put you between and connect you to things that will expand you as a carbon, because that's all a diamond is. A diamond is what you release. Now, I'm supposed to be keeping this for Bible study. But a diamond is what's in you. When you breathe in oxygen. When you release it, you release carbon. They call it carbon dioxide. It's been oxidized by the oxygen. Well, there's carbon in the water. There's carbon in the sky. So that means there's carbon in the ocean. Diamonds are made from carbon. Carbon that has been lodged between pressure in the ocean or wherever and heat. The pressure and the heat on the carbon causes it to begin to crystallize itself. Then it lodges itself between other solid elements, rock and granite and other elements, to where it begins to crystallize and expand under the pressure. When it gets so big and the pressure is released off of it, it can either stay lodged there, or some of them break apart and float to a level to where people that are looking for diamonds will find them. People that want diamonds. Yes, about 30% of diamonds are sold. The other 70% that they find are reused in another way. But a lot of us will go and finance our house to have 7 carats on our finger, but don't even realize that that diamond don't have clarity. It ain't a good cut. It didn't crystallize enough. It didn't lodge itself between 4 things to make it get stronger. I guess I was supposed to do this here. Don't ask me to quote you my basis that I'm going to give you, my Bible, my lessons, my scriptures, because I'm just talking to you about what a diamond is. In Bible study, I'm going to cross compare it to our spiritual man, our inner man. And so many times people that realize that they're not going to be diamonds because they didn't ever lodge between the pressure points, they would try to distract you. But the diamond don't connect to the other diamonds. It connects to other objects, sources, solids that can help it to get more clarity. And the clarity of the diamond, the clearer it is, the more expensive it is. If the diamond is a diamond, but if it's cloudy, if it's confused, if it's double-minded in its way, it ain't as valuable as clear. You got to be clear about who you are and whose you are. Hey, Andrea Ingram. How you doing, Andrea Ingram Hamilton? You got to be clear. Are you sure? You sure this is what you want? Are you sure? You sure? If you're not sure, if somebody start making you think double, see, that's the pressure. Everybody ain't going to be your friend when you come out. See, that's what people do. They talk about people that's going through. You ain't helping them. You just whispering. Come here, Willie. Cater my way, huh? You know that wedding you catered? He done left her. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got her over there. She done spent all that money. I bet you she hates she spent all that money for that wedding. Say what? Has it been a year? Almost, not quite. Didn't they spend a lot of money? Mm-hmm. So you're talking, but you ain't happy. You people is gonna get mad. Some kind of way she gonna float in, and she's gonna hide herself. Her carbon is gonna focus and connect in pressure. She gonna lodge between prayer. Prayer is gonna cover her from depression and oppression. She gonna lodge between faith. And it's more pressure because she's believing either he gonna come back or things gonna get better. And she gonna lodge herself between God and her beliefs because she wanna get even with him. And she's gonna stay curled like this. And that pressure, everybody talking about her, gonna be on her. Lord, please make them stop. They can be no longer. Lord, what did I do? Lord, send him home. Lord, what? Then after a while, she going to be saying, Lord, send him home. Then after a while, it's going to change. It's going to be like, oh, Lord, whatever your will is concerning this situation. Oh, Lord. Then after a while, it'll be like, Lord, release me from this. The pressure points is coming up. After a while, y'all see her 3-4 months later. She in the grocery store looking good. Yeah, she lost some weight. But she don't cry no more. Mm-hmm. She able to face her adversaries. And the next thing you know, everything he told her she couldn't do, she finna open up her whole clothing line. Mm-hmm. She sure is. And she's traveling. She's back on track. She's a diamond. She was just a diamond in the rough. Now she's finna be exposed. And God will take that woman that you rejected and will give her a man for everybody to see. He will end up, that girl can stumble, get a client, don't know who the client is. And she's sitting up there delivering stuff. And the next thing you know, she bump into this man, an amazing man. She don't know what he do and he don't know what she got. But she come across his path every time she has to go through or deliver something, you know, at the post office from selling her clothes and stuff. Finally, he gets the nerve up to ask her, are you dating anybody? Are you with anybody? She's like, no. And then he was like, would you like to go out on a date? And she was like, well, I haven't started dating. I just went through a divorce recently. And he said, oh, well, I understand. I went through one too. And then they get to talking and laughing. And he don't have kids and she don't have kids. They went through an experience. Go with me for a minute. I feel like I got hair because of these leather earrings. And the next thing you know, there's no baggage to bring over. She don't have no kids and he don't have no kids. They both got experiences of what happened. They find themselves entertaining each other and enjoying each other. They find themselves realizing that both of them is ready to relocate from the town that they were in. She had no problem because she was remote. Wherever they went, she could work. She found her Boaz through her pressure points. He saw her as a diamond. It was clear that she was a good person. It was clarity in the diamond that he was. So was he. Both of them had been hurt. Both of them had went through heat. Both of them had went through pressure. Both of them's mate left them, but they found each other. Moral of the story is she gets married and she finds out in dating and everything, of course, that he has himself together like she does. But she don't really know how together because she brings her stuff and still handles her business and he does his. She knows what he does for a living and everything. But neither do he know nor she knows where God is going to take him. The next thing you know, he has invested. He had invested in Amazon. Oh, before the pandemic, he had bought quite a bit of stock in Amazon while he was working, doing public relations. And he had bought some in Walmart and different places that he could buy. And he did the day trading and things. And lo and behold, nobody knew that in 2020 that Amazon was going to do as good as it did. And he gets a call indicating, and he said, I better check my shares. The shares that he had got in for $75 and $100 was now made him a multi-millionaire. Because Amazon had made over $100 billion. And he himself, by the grace of God, had made $25 million from investing and lodging into something that could make him greater. And so, see, they didn't have to argue over bills. And what he had done before God gave him his diamond, the wife wasn't entitled that he left. She left. She didn't get to enjoy it. But he ended up having a diamond that was in the rough, that came in at the right time. And in doing so, they were able to enjoy that money together. Build them a life. Build the home they wanted. Get their business off. Run the business. Run the business legit. Be able to travel and live a life of two people that understood that diamonds are formed from carbon that got stuck between a rock and a hard place, baby. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. The world will see. They have heard. Because why? Because anyone that was making that kind of money, people was going to know. The next thing you know, she got here and she turned her camera on Facebook, and she began to sell her line of clothing. She began to do so great. She began to do all kind of things, and they both were known to help put people's lives together, known to take people from diamonds in the rough and put them in a place, lodge them between people, great people that could cause them to get financial gain. They used what they went through as to create even more diamonds. We can go, whatever we've been through in life, whatever we go through, we can take our testimony to help other people become diamonds. Remember, we overcome by our testimony. I don't have to sit on it. I understand you're not where I am yet, but I see a diamond in you. You just in the rough. I see potential in you. I know you can do it if you try, but you have to believe, and you got to rely on what you have inside. You can make it through your trials because they only come to make you strong. You can do anything. Yes, you can. Now, here's the situation. It's idiocy, nonsense, violence, not a great policy. Therefore, we must ignore. Fighting and fussing, mama's at the door, there'll be no bum rushing. Let's get together because we're falling apart. I heard a brother shout another. It broke my heart. I don't understand you culty people. Love your brother. Treat him as an equal. They call us animals. I don't agree with them. I'll prove them wrong, but right is what going to prove to them. Take heed before I lead to what I'm saying. We're going to all be on our knees praying. All right. I'm so glad y'all came and had a little time. This is my Tabitha Brown shirt I got from her a long time ago. I'm on assignment. Yeah, that was back in the day before she blew up. I got this I'm on assignment shirt from Tab. And I'm going to keep being on an assignment. I'm going to keep on doing what I got to do. And you do the same thing. Just like I'm full and I'm content. I didn't have to go out and spend no money. I cooked what I had in the house. I cooked the potatoes. I cooked the pork chop. I ate it with y'all. I'm drinking my bottled water. I'm going to go get Avery off the school stop. I'm going to bring her back. And guess what? Avery going to eat what I cooked. She certainly will. You know why? Because I'm training her. You're going to eat what mama can give you. All I can give you is what I have. And the most you can ever do is the best you can. Do not look at your age and think you still wasn't a diamond. You just been a diamond in the rough. I tell my men every day, get up, put your clothes on. When you walk past me, let me smell you. You ought to smell good. You can touch my arm, and I ought to be able to smell your cologne. Have pride, women. Get up every day. Put you some clothes on. When you turn these cameras on, carry yourself right. Don't sit around here and people can just look like they can smell your breath through this here phone. They feel like any moment now that the phone gonna have sense of smell and they ain't gonna be able to take you. No. I love y'all. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna get ready to go get Avery off the school bus and prepare myself to do what I gotta do. Well, my hubby is calling and I'm gonna see y'all later. Honeybees, I love y'all. Bye-bye.